Good afternoon. Today's been a hard day. And it's been I don't know, it feels like it's been a rough couple of days. But there have been good times too. Good moments. Just before bed last night, I had a fun time labeling a bunch of different devices that I own. And it was fun because I got to use a little printer as a label maker. It's normally a photo printer, just a little battery operated photo printer, and I got to use it as a label maker. And I started labeling a bunch of my things and giving each of them like an emoji and a name. And it's not a mood that I'm normally in. I wrote out like a list of all of the expensive things that I own, all of the things that I have just over the years, like this thing matters to me, like my guitar or my phone and my camera, all the different cameras that I have. And so I've given things names before. My car has a name. I've changed that car's name a few times. I've given my phone many different names. I've never given my camera names. My guitar doesn't have a name. One of my guitars I decorated maybe 10 years ago, but that's in a different state right now. And it got me thinking about how in the book of Genesis, God tells, I guess I don't know specifically where the passage is and who says it. I think it's God. But he gives people the responsibility of naming things, naming all the animals, and naming all the rocks, and naming all the different patterns in the water, and all the different types of cloud. And it got me to thinking just more and more about just where do all these names come from, and all of the different words, the words. I like words. And I've been at a loss for words for a while now. I can always randomly use words. I've been journaling for maybe over 15 years now, and I enjoy trying to, I don't know if I enjoy, but writing out what I feel and writing out things that have happened in my day and things that have just taken place, and writing a record, writing songs and music, and labeling things as I feel sad. Right now I feel like my soul is half here and half there. Like it's been crushed and smushed and just sort of spread all over the place. And I'm at a loss to find all the pieces of myself in all the places. And I don't know where to go to find all of those things. Or even just what are those things? There's also the phrase, you're never not a whole person. Things can never be taken away from you what belongs to you. And the only thing that really actually belongs to us in any sort of meaningful fashion is the souls that we have, and the spirits, the bodies, the just whatever all of this is that makes us this. I bought an iPad mini yesterday, and it came today, which is remarkable that a package can go from Kentucky all the way to the West Coast in under 12 hours and be personalized with a label, I got an engraving on the iPad and the pencil, the little electronic pencil. And I've been holding off on buying one of these for quite a few years now, just telling myself like I don't need this. I've already got a phone and a computer, and I had an iPad maybe 5+ years ago. Yeah. Back when I lived on 34th Street in River Park. And it's nice. It's nice to have this device that I haven't had in a while. I've got a lot of plans for it, just to, I don't know, it's an expensive device. I guess one of the reasons that I've said, like, I don't need this is it's expensive, and I can just buy books, or I can just read the news on my phone, or watch videos on my computer. The biggest difference is that I get to have a drawing utensil, and I'm interested to see what I can do with that. I've never had an electronic Bluetooth pencil. I'm going through all the settings on the iPad, and just deleting whatever apps I don't think I'll need, and downloading apps that I want. And I edit photos too, so I'm downloading all of the free things that I can, just to get ready and put things on there. And it's just nice, making the iPad my own. The engraving that I got on the back of the iPad is Revenant. And I don't remember the exact definition. I'll leave you to look it up. But it goes back to that that labeling things, that naming things, that naming of things. And I don't like naming myself different things, because it gives me something to live up to. And I'd much rather just be whatever I'm going to be. Like, I don't like to describe myself as a poet, because that might involve publishing a book someday, or writing a novel, and I don't think that that's what a poet truly is. And then just having to go up to someone and say, like, hey, good to meet you. I'm a poet. There's something audacious about that, or reckless about that. I introduced myself to someone a few days ago, housekeeper. Revenant. The feeling that I get from that word is a person, or like a messenger who's bringing some sort of word. For me, or for the artist, for the poet. To think about and to mule over. And one of the questions that I was thinking about before I turned on the camera is the question of who is that? What is that? Who is that? It's that old adage about going to don't meet your heroes, because you find out when you meet your heroes that they're just people like you, and a lot of the times the heroes of our culture, they're the oddities that rise to the top out of circumstance, and what they really are is they're just people. Like, they've got lives that they go back to after they've put down their pen or walked away from the stage lights or the camera, and but who am I seeing? Am I seeing them? Am I seeing what they're becoming? What they've become? And how do I get to them? Where do I find them? Part of me just part of me just feels like, I don't know, part of me feels that I'm entering sort of a just embrace all of those labels, embrace um, embrace the goodness of that, or whatever that's going to be. Like, just run toward it. Revenant. Embrace the life that you have, not the life that you wish you had. My heart feels that it's here and out there. It feels smushed and spread over bread too thin. I don't want to be spread over bread at all. It's just strange to me because with these things that we create, with these icons that we look at, we're ultimately, I don't know if ultimately is a good word, but we're making a fiction that doesn't necessarily exist for all of time. It exists in a moment. And then it fades. The person moves on, and there's something greater and beyond that moment that people are becoming. And then there's a weariness to all of that. Just the weariness of where is all of this headed? I feel that I'm embracing life, but I'm also understanding that all of us end up in the grave someday. And it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Like, I didn't have like an entirely bad weekend. I had a great, I can remember quite a few moments of like, yeah, this is this is fun, this is fine. But then I can think of like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to get up out of bed. I don't want to get out of bed. Like, I can't move. Like, but once I get the motor running, once I get the body pumping, then I can find things to do. And I don't know if I'm distracting myself or if I'm just living life. And I don't know. No one ever told me what it is that I'm supposed to be doing in my waking hours. They always told me it's about going to work and making some money and filling the bank account so that I can fill my stomach. And I don't know. I'm water falling full of words right now. One of the reasons I bought the iPad is because I want to use it as like just like a tablet that I can write on for like music and songs, and my computer works well for that, but it's nice to have like a third thing that I can look at, or just like an extra thing to go to, and I think it'll be fun. There's probably an app out there for sheet music or Yeah. So I can take that then 2 places and play music with that. And hopefully some folks will come along the way and play with me. Revenant. When you read books, especially fantasy books, there are all these different archetypes, it seems, that people like write characters into. And that's what revenant feels like. I don't know. I'm saddened by the virtual world that I'm stuck within. The so much of the world is built on. I've always been sad. That's one of the reasons that just like it keeps me from embracing that technological world. Just that like I don't want to be a part of that. But so many people are a part of that these days that that's just the culture that I've got to embrace because I was born into it. But it feels like revenant is this thing that we're creating, or revenant is this thing that we're living into, or that we're getting twinkles or glimpses of, and it's not there because all of this is just a passing vision of glory. And we record videos and we get things off our chest and we talk about life and but back in the old days, I like to imagine that people, they did that stuff around a campfire together, and they did that at the end of the day, at the end of a long working day or something like that, and they did that around a pot of stew, and but this is the life that I've been living, just this one where I go home and I pull up the news, pull up a video from someone I've been watching recently, or I switch on over to the Notes app and I add to a song that I've been writing. And when I'm feeling stuck, I go out on a hike. And sometimes I'm just so stuck I don't wanna hike. And go out to the coffee shop, the well of modern society, of modernity. And just revenant, it feels like they're this close, and yet oh so far. Thanks for listening to my thoughts.